At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add an... The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important that mentally this QB is on his game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
On the run, it's Fuller. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Getting some heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the USC Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
But we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Trojans are on the move. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The hand to the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Movement here from the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me,
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. And 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not third and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Snap from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Hands it off. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, greght feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Can White cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're trying to get to him. And it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown! Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps away to find some room. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Quarterback extends the play. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Across the 25, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Buys a little time. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Wants to go up top. Coming after him. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. To the ground. He's got it again. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
It's a draw. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's ready to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Number 46 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown USC. What a catch and run for 6. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense.
Looking to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the right. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
USC.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gun of the game. Zings it complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On the move, it's Pope. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Kick is good! The big leg delivers the winner. And they go back on top. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other.